Hello everyone and welcome back. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Olitans G057 or the Little Tibetan Mastiff, which is an easier to remember name, so power through those close-ups with me and we'll get started. I want to start off by letting you know that Olitans did send me this knife to test out, but this video is not sponsored by them, and they didn't ask me to say anything specific. As always, I try to be as objective and unbiased as possible in all of my videos, so I will highlight both the pros and cons of any knife. So let's get back to it here. This G057, or the Little Tibetan Mastiff, designed and produced by Olitans. They are a fairly new knife brand and there's not much about them on their website, but I have seen them really start to gain some traction lately. This is a very small folding knife that can be deployed by using the front flipper tab here or the thumb studs on either side. The knife locks into place with a liner lock, which is probably the most common locking mechanism. For those who are new, a liner lock is a piece of steel that runs along the inside of the handle that locks into place when the blade of the knife is deployed. Speaking of the blade, the G057 comes with 14C28N. This is a Swedish steel made by a company called Sandvik, and it's definitely a popular choice because of the high toughness and the corrosion resistance, especially for the price. The blade on this one has a satin finish, but the knife also comes in a black coated option as well. The blade shape is listed as a drop point on their website, but I might argue that it's a straight clip point. It just doesn't feel like a standard drop point by the way the blade shape at the tip is, but it's definitely very pokey. The blade has a flat grind, which is great for slicing and general EDC tasks. There is also a finger choil right here if you need to get up and close for fine detailing. And there is also some nice jimping on the spine here for extra grip, and on the top as well. The blade length of the knife is 2.36 inches with an overall length of 5.59. And while this knife is perfect for my tinier than average hands, I did want to mention that it also works well for my partner, even though he has average man-size hands. But you really have to see it compared to my usual trio of size comparison knives. First, let's see it next to the Spyderco Paramilitary 2. It looks so small. Then, the Civivi Elementum. And finally, the Civivi Baby Banter, which I would argue is about the same size. The handle material on the G057 is Jade G10 because of course it is. My contact at Olitans definitely must know that I love Jade G10. G10 is a versatile handle material that you can dye other colors, and it's also a lightweight and durable composite made out of fiberglass and resin. This knife in particular comes in a few different color options. You have white, yellow, pink, black, and the jade that you see here. To carry this, it comes with a nice deep carry pocket clip. However, it is not reversible, so it's only designed for right side up tip carry. The additional benefit is that it also has a lanyard hole on the back here, but I don't believe you'd be able to fit 550 paracord as it might be too thick. So, does this fit into your pockets, on your pants, or in your bags and purses? For me, front and back pockets when I have them, it fits comfortably in both. It's not going to take up a massive amount of pocket space, which is nice. On your pants refers to those who prefer leggings occasionally, and I would say that it's pretty secure and not bulky or uncomfortable. As for bags and purses, it's a nice addition that won't take up a terrible amount of space, but you may lose it if you're rocking a Mary Poppins style bag though. Olitans does market this as a keychain style knife, but I am way too clumsy to do that for myself, but you do you. The price for this knife is really reasonable, retailing at about $48 on their website. Okay, so we're at the point where I break down the reasons why I like the knife and things that I think could be improved on. First, I really love the size. It's really nice to see a lot of smaller, less scary looking knives lately, and it's becoming an interesting buzz topic where some knives look just wicked intimidating and others are very subtle and less scary, like the Baby Banter or this one. And I love the blade shape. It's got a little more pizzazz than your normal drop point blade shape without being over the top. I also like the idea of the finger choil here. And I actually didn't think it would be useful on small knives like this, but when a friend of mine said they use their small pocket knife for crafting purposes, I was like, all right, that's cool. I learned something new. Some things that I think they could improve on is make the pocket clip reversible. I realized that I am that person, and I don't always move my pocket clips to the right side when I carry them in my back pockets, so it would be helpful to have the option to switch sides if needed. My overall takeaway though for me as a tiny lady, this is really nice. It's a comparable option to the Civivi Baby Banter in both size and specs. So I really like that I can have a bunch of different smaller options in the market now. So that's it. That's all I got. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. Did you love this? Hate this? Or is there something that you think that I missed? Let me know below because I always love learning new things. As always, I try to end with something inspirational or something nice because everyone is just mad at everybody else. So my inspiration or cheat code for you today is if you're like me and you can't keep your basil from the store from dying, I found out that you're supposed to water it from the saucer, not from above. I'll let you know how this week's basil does. Update: the basil plant died. Send help. I cannot keep them alive. So if you can, please subscribe and share my channel with your friends and your lady friends. I would appreciate it. Thank you everyone for taking the time and making it to the end. My self-esteem thanks you. To carry this, it comes with a nice deep carrot. It comes with a deep carrot.